Hey everybody, Playtendoguy here, and I'm back with another video. I'm back here with my part 2 of my huge Blu-ray haul, and there's a lot to get through, so without further ado, let's get into it. So hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well, and thank you for joining me back on the channel again, where I'll go through quite a haul of titles. Actually, I think there's more than the last haul. I should have evened the titles out, but hey, we've got well over 10 titles here, loads of genres, so let's get right into it. And first up is a film that was kindly sent to me by my good friend Dalboy at Dalboy Retro Zone. He is a fantastic guy, wealth of knowledge, and it's an absolute pleasure and a joy to call him a friend. He's been on loads of streams and he's a really good supporter of the streams, always given loads of great info and always a brilliant guy to chat to. And he kindly sent me over this, The Deep House, starring James Jagger and Camille Rowe. I watched this one the other week and had a lot of fun with it. I never even heard of the title before. He sent me it whilst I was away for a week, and I watched it when I came back, and wow, what an entertaining, interesting little take on like the haunted house genre. As well as these two YouTubers as they go like deep sea diving and they find this haunted house underneath all the water, and with the oxygen tanks slowly running out, oxygen tanks running low, there's something else going on in the house, someone else there, and it's a really creepy, unsettling film. The film is really short as well. I think it's just under 80 minutes or just over, and it's a really enjoyable time. The picture quality is crisp on the Blu-ray as well, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So thank you ever so much, Dalboy, for sending this over. I'm going to leave the link to Dalboy's channel in the link. I'm going to leave the link to his channel in the description down below, so be sure to go and give him a subscription. He is a fantastic guy. He does some brilliant videos. He does his weekly vlogs on a Saturday and Sunday, so be sure to check those out. They're highly entertaining and really give you some good insight on movies. So that's The Deep House, kindly sent to me by Dalboy. So thanks again, once again, mate. Really do appreciate it. Next up, we have two that were kindly sent to me by Signature Entertainment. First up is The Black Demon. This is a shark film that came out about a month ago, and I watched it and it was quite a fun and entertaining little time. It's all set around an oil rig, and this massive great big shark just comes out of nowhere and basically causes loads of disruption. The film is a little bit long at just over 100 minutes, but it's a rather entertaining daft time. If you like your shark films and you like over-the-top action, then The Black Demon is actually worth a go. This one also includes a bonus feature of behind the scenes, and it's 15 with strong injury detail and threat. It's a fun little time, and it is available from all good physical media stockists. So I will leave a link to this where you can buy this. H&V, Amazon, you know the places. So that's The Black Demon. And this one I also got sent a couple of weeks ago, which I haven't seen yet, and I've heard loads of positive stuff about it. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. Starring Rachel McAdams and Kathy Bates. This is supposed to be a really delightful coming-of-age story about this young girl here trying to navigate the perils of life as well as discovering herself, whilst also having an element of her religion behind her. So I don't really know too much about this, but I've heard from loads and loads of people that this is one of the best films of the year. So I'm looking forward to watching this one and giving you my opinion on this. I'll be watching this soon, writing a review on Letterboxd, and also talking about this on a future stream. This one's 105 minutes long, and you do get Dolby Atmos with it as well, and a load of special features. So that's Are You There, God? It's me, Margaret. If you've seen this film, tell me in the comment section down below what you think of it, and again I will leave a link to H&V where you can pick up this title. I'm looking forward to checking it out. So on to the Blu-ray pickups, and there's quite a few to get through. A lot of these are 88 films because they did their 2 for 15, and whilst they don't say 2 for 15, they definitely were. So first up is a film starring Chow Yun-fat, and that is The Seventh Curse. I remember this came out in quite a big deluxe box set a couple of years ago, and unfortunately I missed out on it, and I wanted to get it with a slipcover, but couldn't find it for love nor money, and then I found it in FOP, so I definitely picked that one up real quick. Heard it's like a martial arts sort of horror sci-fi film, so it's a mix of genres. I've seen the trailer, it looks absolutely out there, but it's quite a short film at just 80 minutes long, so it won't take up too much of my time, and it looks like it's going to be a good one. You know what to expect with this one, and I think that's probably the best thing to do, is to go into this film not knowing a lot. So that's The Seventh Curse. Next up is a film that has been doing the rounds in the community. A lot of people have been picking it up, and it's been spreading word of mouth about it, saying about how good it is. I know Sam Glendenning, who's been a guest on the stream, and Nige from Rock God 2004, links in the description, have both seen this film and both talked about how fantastic it is. Starring the guy from Old Boy, and that's I Saw the Devil. This one came out apparently about 10 years ago, and it's about like I think it's like a murder mystery, but with a twist that the inspector who tries to solve the cases kind of ends up being a murderer himself. I'm not too certain, but I've heard that it's one of the most brutal and disgusting films of all time with its depiction of violence, so sign me up. I picked this up from FOP. Actually, it was really quite hard to get from HMV. I went into loads of HMVs and couldn't find it, and found it in FOP, so looking forward to checking this one out. This is definitely very high on the watch list. 2.5 hours long. It's going to be quite a long watch, but I cannot wait to check it out. So that's I Saw the Devil. Next up, I picked up this film because the director passed away. I was going to pick it up from Amazon, but they sold out, and HMV Online sold out. I wonder why. And it's a film directed by William Friedkin. No, not The Exorcist, but Sorcerer. Haven't got much clue about this film or what it's really about, but I've heard from a lot of people that it's a really, really underrated film. It cost a lot of money, and I heard that the way that they shot the film was quite grueling. Starring Roy Schneider. I think it's about these guys having to use this transport truck to go through like a wilderness, and inside the truck is like loads of explosives, so any sudden movements, everything could go kaput. So it sounds like a very interesting premise, and look forward to checking it out. You do get some special features there with an interview with William Friedkin, which is 74 minutes, and the film is just over 2 hours long. So if you've seen Sorcerer, tell me what you think in the comment section down below. I've heard a lot of positive things about this one, but it was a bit of a flop, I think, back in the day. So that's Sorcerer. One from these 88 films sale is a film starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, and it's a limited edition one, and that's In Hell, or From Hell. I keep getting it mixed up with the Johnny Depp film, but this one's quite an interesting turn from some people compare it his Shawshank Redemption. It's certainly in, but it's a more of a serious acting role from him. It's from the early 2000s, sees him being put in a jail for killing his wife, or killing his wife's attacker, and yeah, prison life's hard for him, and then he joins like this underground fight club, trying to prove his worth and prove his innocence, and try to escape prison. It's a very forgettable watch. If you're expecting loads of action, you're not going to get this here. This is a more dramatic turn from Van Damme, and whilst he isn't the greatest actor, it's nice to see him do something different for a change, and the fight scenes, when there is them, are pretty cool and quite brutal. This one's a limited edition, 918 out of 3,000, and I think you get a booklet and a poster with it. No, you get an artwork. You get art cards and a poster and the disc. This was in the 2 for 15, so it wasn't too bad. There is a recent Jean-Claude Van Damme that came out. I can't remember what it's called, Double Team or something. And that's got 2 Jean-Claude Van Dammes in it, so I'm intrigued about watching that one. Is that one worth picking up? tell me in the comment section down below, because I've heard from a few people that's actually one of his best films. So that's In Hell. I've recently been watching Steve Martin in a TV series on Disney Plus called Only Murderers in the Building. It's a really, really over-the-top, funny murder mystery thing with him, Martin Short and Selena Gomez. I heard so many positive things about it and I thought I'd give it a watch, and it's a supremely delightful, out there murder mystery. The comedy can be hit and miss, but it's such a gleefully delightful show to watch. So I thought, you know what, I'd like to watch some more Steve Martin films. I've only seen a few of them. I've seen most of his latter back catalogue, which haven't been good, like Cheaper by the Dozen and the 2 Pink Panther films. Less said about those, the better. But I did watch Planes, Trains and Automobiles for the first time last year and absolutely adored it. So I decided to pick up a film with him and Eddie Murphy in, Bowfinger. Don't really know too much about it. I know that a lot of people were quite a big fan of this one. A few people in the community talked about it, saying about how good it is. I see on the back here that Heather Graham's in it as well, so that's no bad thing. I think it's all about trying to produce a low budget film. So I'm intrigued to check it out. Looks like a fun time. And a lot of places were sold out of this. I think it was even out of print for a time. So to pick it up from FOP for £8, I'm pretty happy with it. Hopefully I'll enjoy it, because when I went to pick it up from the and took it to the till, the girl at the till kind of looked at me like, why the heck did you buy that? I don't know whether I've made a mistake or not, but here we go, Bowfinger. Is it good? Tell me in the comment section down below. Have I made a mistake with that one? Next up is a film that I got from Amazon. It's a film that I've never seen. It's from director Luc Besson, starring Jean Reno, Natalie Portman and Gary Oldman. It's Leon the Professional. I have never seen this film. I've heard by so many people that it's one of the best of the 90s. Supposed to be probably Luc Besson's best film. I know he did like The Fifth Element, he did Lucy and a few other films, but this one seems to be his best. So I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. This has the director's and theatrical cut in it, so which version should I watch? Tell me in the comment section down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. Don't really know too much about it. I think Leon is an assassin and he takes care of Natalie Portman's character as somebody's out to kill her, I think. I'm not entirely certain, but I've heard it's really good, really stylish, and a great performance by Gary Oldman. So that's Leon. Another iconic film that I've never seen, starring Christian Bale. One of his earlier roles from the early 2000s, and that's American Psycho. Again, has a really good cast in this one. You've got William Dafoe and Jared Leto in it as well. Well, I wouldn't say it's a good cast member with Jared Leto, but Justin Theroux's in it as well, so pretty decent cast, barring Jared Leto. Again, don't really know too much about it. I have seen memes about it before, so know certain scenes and certain people die in it, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I remember this was quite a big hit back in the day, and also was quite a turning point because it was quite a violent film directed by a woman, so, and it did go down quite well in history. I remember watching a documentary about the woman who directed this, so looking forward to checking out American Psycho. So we have some more of the 2 for 15s from the 88 films, and we have Jackie Chan in The Protector. Another Jackie Chan action film, sign me up. I think this one is in New York, so this is going to be a little bit different. Is this when he finally moved over to America? I'm not certain, but I've heard this one is quite a lot of fun. Quite a lot of over-the-top violence. You do get 2 or 3 cuts of the film. You get the US, the Hong Kong cut, and an extended one as well, so that's not too bad. You get loads of special features as well. Really into these martial art films, and who better to watch than a Jackie Chan one, so looking forward to checking out this one. Next up is H&V Premium. This was also in the 2 for 15 with 88 films, so I decided to pick this up. I watched this film for the first time this year. It is Stanley Kubrick film, and this was one of the homework films. I heard this was like notorious back in the day. It was banned for ages until Kubrick's death. So when I watched it, I was quite surprised how much I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Maybe my favourite Kubrick, but Barry Lyndon's very much up there. It's probably either the first or second, but it is A Clockwork Orange. I only had this on DVD, so I was automatically going to upgrade it to Blu-ray or 4K. And whilst the 4K seemed like a cool prospect, I really like this artwork on the Blu-ray, and it being a H&V premium edition also made it just feel that little bit extra special. It's a 3-disc set. You get the DVD, but a bonus disc as well as the Blu-ray. You get a huge amount of special features as well, and you also do get quite a substantial booklet in this one. I mean, it kind of feels quite hefty as well. Very similar in the lines of something like Dr. Zhivago and Casablanca. But yeah, absolutely loved this film. I thought Malcolm McDowell was brilliant. I love the way how the film was shot, the political undertones, and such the haunting theme song. It's so good, and I'm looking forward to rewatching it again. And I really do want to check out the book, because I've heard the book is quite a short book and it has its own sort of language, which they do use in this, like Vidywell and all that, and their love of milk. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can find out the book. Is the book called A Clockwork Orange? If so, I will try and find it and give it a read. So that is the H&V Premium Edition of A Clockwork Orange. 5 more titles left, and they're all 88 films. So you saw the first one, and that's Jet Li, The One. Don't really know too much about this one. It's an early 2000 Jet Li martial arts sci-fi film, also starring Jason Statham, which is pretty cool. I remember when this one came out first, it came out in a limited edition set with a steelbook. It looked really nice, but it was quite pricey for the steelbook. But this one is a very nice set. You do get a cool slipcover with it, as well as a load of special features. Again, don't know too much about this film at all. Just going into it expecting like a martial arts film. So for $9.99, 2 for 15, looking forward to checking out The One. This one was one that I've been wanting to pick up for a little while. I'm a big fan of Sherlock Holmes, and with the passing of Alan Arkin, it seemed like a perfect time to pick this up. Also starring Vanessa Redgrave, Robert Duvall, and Laurence Olivier, it is The 7% Solution. Haven't got a clue much about this film until I heard it came out a few months ago. It seems to be like an original take, something different on the Sherlock Holmes story. It sees like Sherlock Holmes having like a drug addiction, and Dr. Watson takes him off on the train to see Sigmund Freud, which is quite a cool prospect. I think there's a kidnapping or murder. Well, it is Sherlock Holmes, so there's going to be mysteries abound. And it all being sat on a train just makes it a little bit more exciting, because the tight, close quarters of a train always makes for a more entertaining film, I think. So this one's 113 minutes. Really looking forward to checking this one out, and you do get a load of special features. So that's The 7% Solution. Got 3 more films up, and first up is a Jackie Chan film called Crime Story. Haven't seen this one before, and judging from the title, I was expecting it to be similar in line to the police story films, but I probably cannot be more far wrong. I've heard this is a more darker, more grittier take for Jackie Chan to try and test his acting chops. More of a thriller than an action comedy. There's more shootouts here than martial arts fisticuffs, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out, and it'll be a nice change of pace for Jackie Chan. I remember there was a film that was a Netflix exclusive film, I think it was Netflix, starring him and Pierce Brosnan, and that was called The Foreigner, and that was really, really quite impressive. I had a lot of fun with that film. It was, again, a serious film for Jackie to do, and I really enjoyed it, but unfortunately it never got a physical release. So if you like Jackie Chan films, check out that one. That one's a little bit different. Another one from the 2 for 15 is a film starring Yun Bio, who I think is a very cool martial arts actor. He was in a couple of films that I picked up before that I really enjoyed. One of them most notably was On the Run, which was a fantastic thriller. I mainly picked this one up because he was in this. You get a nice slipcover, you get a booklet, and I think you do get some art cards as well. I think it might be about criminal gangs. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, plenty of action, and that's all I really want. These films are really enjoyable, the martial art ones are. You can stick them on and just enjoy the carnage on screen. At 91 minutes, looks to be another thoroughly good time. Final film is a recent one that I picked up when I was at FOP, and I was intrigued to check out. I've seen the original with Steve McQueen and quite enjoyed this one, but never saw this one, and I'm a big fan of Pierce Brosnan, even if his singing voice isn't very good. Also starring Rene Russo, who was fantastic in The Line of Fire and the Lethal Weapon films. It is the Thomas Crown Affair. I remember watching the original and quite enjoying that one. This one also stars Dennis Leary, and I think this is from director John McTiernan, who directed Die Hard and The Hunt for Red October and Predator. So really looking forward to checking this one out. This one seems to be quite a lavish limited edition set. Look at that lovely artwork on there. You also do get a booklet, and I think you get a poster as well. So looking forward to watching this one. I think this came out very late in the 90s, probably either 98 or 99. So I'm looking forward to seeing how far this changes from the original one, or if it's very much a one-to-one. I think it did get a previous Blu-ray, just like a standard Blu-ray, so it's nice to see it got a lavish set from 88 Films. They always do wonderful jobs. So if you've seen this one, tell me in the comment section down below what you think. So that'll do it for today, folks. That is all the pickups I've done mostly. I think there might be one or two more to show you, but don't fret not, there'll be some more videos coming up. I've got some reviews of some new releases, and I'm also going to try and do some video game reviews and some lists on like top 10 films from certain genres or certain years. So there's a lot more coming up on the channel. So thanks ever so much for watching my video. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe to all the guys' channels. I leave in the link in the description down below. And also tell me what you think of my pickups that I picked up. Which films do you recommend watching out of the huge amount that I've shown you there? And what have you picked up yourself? Let's have a chat about movies in the comment section down below. So as always, thanks ever so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoy it. You take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye!